Well, that was interesting. Hey, Shal here. Today we'll be talking about chorus, flanger, and phaser effects. If you're new, got my toots in the doobly-doo, let's get started. I've talked about delays before. They take an audio signal, make a copy of it, and play it back shortly after. You set the delay time to something musical, like a cool dotted eighth note delay. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. Or retro-style slapback echo. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. But what if we set the delay time shorter than this? Once the delay time gets between 20 and 50 milliseconds, it starts to behave less like an echo and more like a doubling effect. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. And if it gets below 20 milliseconds, the copy starts to interfere with the original, causing comb filtering, which I talked about last time. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. These are pretty cool already, but things get really fun when you add an LFO. A low-frequency oscillator, or LFO, is different from the oscillations of sound waves you're used to working with in two key ways. One, they don't produce sound on their own. Instead, they control parameters, like the volume of a synthesizer. Two, at 20 Hz or less, LFOs are slow. LFOs can control pretty much any parameter you want. Indeed, a chorus effect is a very short delay with an LFO modulating the delay time. I brought it full circle, yeah, I brought it full circle. I did the stuff with the things and brought it full circle. Chorus adds a wavering, thickening, unison-like effect to the audio. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. This is a vocal sample, and I don't care about it. This is a It can also basically make you sound like you're underwater, or like you're a fish or something. Fish! A flanger is a modulated comb filter. It imparts whooshing, drained pipe, or even voice-like qualities to the sound. Great if you want to sound like a 70s guitarist. Well, that was interesting. Oh my, that got really intense there. They also can get kind of loud, so be careful with that. Last, the phaser. This is the oddball of the group. Phasers take the copied signal and run it through something called an all-pass filter. This takes some of the frequencies and reverses their phase, and when they're blended back in with the original, it creates these sort of peaks and notches in the signal. The LFO controls the frequency of the filter rather than the delay time. This one's definitely the most voice-like of the three. Halo. That's weird. If you turn it all the way to feedback, it goes to silence. Very strange. This is a very weird effect in general, but it can be very fun to use. These effects are great to have in your back pocket, and they can be useful for all sorts of situations, whether that's for making music or for making vocal effects, or for imparting a voice-like quality to a sound. Most DAWs have stock versions of these plugins. If yours doesn't, it's not a big deal. You can get them online pretty easily. If you have any questions about all this, please let me know, and if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe. Next time, we'll be using what we learned today to create the grr voice. Until then, have fun and keep making sound. Okay. This seriously, I need to find a new gesture because that hurts my neck. But anyway, yeah.